What up guys, it's your boy Blue Eyes 1130 back at it again with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels video. Another month has passed and another festival is over. Unfortunately, the X0 festival is no more, which makes me very sad because it was my favorite tournament. Because I actually was able to use and win with my favorite deck. But with that being said, today I have something a little different to show off. See, today, for some reason, I woke up and I chose violence. I just took my first breath of the day today and just decided, I'm finna ruin some people's days. So, I went into Master Duel, loaded it up, and dusted off my good old final countdown deck. Now, for those of you interested in this deck and want to maybe craft it or whatever, maybe try it out on your own, this is the deck list right here. I'm just gonna go through the cards real fast. If you want to read any effects, just, pause the video and feel free to read the card effect that way. The extra deck in this deck doesn't really matter. I just have a bunch of generic cards, They're mostly just fodder from my pot of extravagance, but yeah, for those of you who are interested in crafting this deck, there you go. Enjoy. But that being said, here is I actually got a few replays here saved that I want to show off to y'all. I had 3 duels today, and I must say I am very satisfied because in all 3 duels I actually got to resolve my effect, final countdown, which is pretty cool because it's rare. Usually once people realize that they can't beat your deck, they just scoop right away. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and play the first one. 34 turns. Yeah, it was a long one. It was a bit of a long one. Never a short duel with final countdown. Never a short duel. Anyways, here we go. Duel starts off. Right at the back, I draw a really good hand. Now, for those of you who don't know Inspector Border, unless you can summon a monster from the extra deck, you can't use effects. Now the way to get over this guy is to, the obvious one, summon from the extra deck, or you could beat over it. But I pair him with Messenger of Peace, so you can't beat over him. You have to somehow get something from your extra deck out on the first turn, but it's not as easy as it was usually being because you can't use monster effects. You gotta rely on your spells and traps. But let's keep it going. I set down all of my traps. I set them face down, and I wait for this guy to do whatever he's gonna do. Set them face down. Defense position monster, face down monster. Draw a card. Pay 100 to keep Messenger of Peace alive on the field, and then I set Inspector Border to defense position. So far so good. Flips Infinite and negates not only my Inspector Border but my Messenger of Peace. So I see what he's trying to do. He's going real aggressive. So I flip over my handy dandy skill drain right here, which negates all of his monster's effects. His Subterra deck is now officially useless. Pay another 100, small price to pay, and I play on the field Necro Valley. Love this card. Huge meta breaker right here. Some of the monster tries to attack my Inspector Border, but I guess you forgot that my Messenger of Peace is still on the field, so he can't attack with a monster that has 1500 or more attack. Nothing really he could do, so he just ends his turn. I draw another card, and of course, to keep my Messenger of Peace on the field. At this point, I'm just trying to draw Final Countdown. See, he played Monster Reborn there, and that's one of the main reasons that I run Necro Valley in this deck. A lot of people try to summon from their graveyard or use graveyard effects or whatever. And Necro Valley is really good at stopping that. So, finally, I draw Final Countdown due to the effect of Draw Fate, but I didn't want to play it just yet. I want to play it safe because I noticed he has 2 face downs. I don't know what they are. I don't want to risk it being a Solemn and then having him negate my Final Countdown after it took me so long to get it. So I wait till next turn, there I play it, and I have a Solemn here just in case he somehow negates it, which he didn't, but, you know, better safe than sorry. That's turn 1, 19 more to go. He plays the Hidden City. Now we summon Subterror Behemoth. Tries to attack, again forgetting that Messenger of Peace is back on the field. It only left momentarily to give me some room to use other cards, but it went back on the field right after because I had another copy in my hand. Sees he can't do nothing, ends his turn. You know the drill. Now basically the rest of the duel is just, you know, stalling until Final Countdown resolves. He's trying a whole bunch of stuff here, but due to the fact that, you know, I have all of this stuff on the field, I have Skill Drain too, he can't really activate any monster effects, so he's having a hard time. Now let's speed this up a little here. Turn number 5. Makes me discard my whole hands for some reason. Another very powerful card in this deck that I really like. Simple, but super powerful, especially when combined with Messenger. If it's flip face up, destroy special summon monsters, and neither player can special summon monsters. Now if I flip this guy into defense position, due to the effect of Messenger of Peace, the only way he can get over this monster is if he has a monster. Wait, no, actually he can't get over it. Never mind. I flip it into defense position, it becomes literally indestructible. Wait, no, never mind. No, it doesn't. If he has, he needs a monster with exactly 1400 attack. That's the only way he can get over it. But let's continue this duel now. Just annihilated his entire back row right there. He attempts to use Lightning Storm, but I immediately Solemn Judgment it. I'm not trying to get my back row destroyed. So right there, I actually ended up destroying my Messenger of Peace completely by accident. I did not mean to do that in this duel, but turns out it didn't matter because, you know, we was already too deep. He was already, there were too many floodgates already on the field. There was nothing that he could do. So me getting rid of Messenger of Peace literally did nothing for him. Very unfortunate for him, but for me, it's so great. Alright, so that was turn number 15, I think. I see right now we're on turn number 28 overall. Okay, so it's turn 14 since I have activated Final Countdown. In 6 more turns, 5 now, I will win this duel. 4 turns to go. These turns are going quick. These turns are going quick. End phase again, turn number 17. Plays another hidden city. He's still trying his hardest. He kaijus my inspector, but unfortunately for him, doesn't matter because skill drain is still on the field, so he still cannot activate effects on the field. Turn changes. I end my turn. He's still trying his hardest to win this duel. That's turn 19 right there. If he can't beat me this turn, he loses. And I flip Wawaku just to ensure the victory. If he somehow, some way, by some miracle ends up destroying my board, he can't damage me. So he will have to end his turn either way. And there we go. The Batman MMM won due to final countdown's effect. You'd love to see it. But that was duel number 1. As I said, I did 3, so there's 2 more to go, and they are just as satisfying as that. As I said, in all 3 of these duels, I actually managed to resolve final countdown, which I am very happy about that. It's rare that, you know, you get to resolve the final countdown, like, consistently like that, because as I said, when the opponent sees what you're doing, they usually just end up scooping. They don't want to stick around for that. Yeah, the deck this guy was using was a Magistus deck. I can't say I've ever seen this before. This is actually new to me. So he's using some Exosisters here. Now, you know, I don't claim to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro or anything. There's a lot of cards I don't know. My knowledge is mainly based on what I've seen in this game and Legacy of the Duelist, and surprisingly, I have not seen this deck yet. I just haven't seen this deck yet. Yeah, I play some Fossil Lander face down and a bunch of traps here. There can be only one Solemn Strike and Wabaku. Not really the best opening hand in the world. But as you can see that I flipped, there can be only one so that I can deny him his XC summon. Because he was trying to XC's a monster there and I just wasn't having it. I didn't want him to XC's. So I flipped there can be only one, so he had to send that monster back to the graveyard. Then I Solemn Struck his XC's monster right there. It was a high attack monster, so you know I just wanted to get rid of it. Use Draw Fate, pick out 3 cards, Fossil Diner, Messenger of Peace, and Final Countdown, baby. Activate it, pay 2,000 life points, and the timer starts. It is up to 1. We got 19 more turns to go. Let's do this. Tries to attack directly, but since I flip Wabaku, I take 0 battle damage this turn. Love to see it. Draw Fossil Diner. I play Pot of Extravagance. And I think you all know what's coming next. Fossil Dino on the field, and so is Messenger of Peace. The unbreakable combo makes his triumphant return. And it is here to stall for 19 more turns. He plays Called By to negate my Fossil Dino, but I don't know if he didn't realize or if he didn't know what Messenger of Peace does, but due to its effect, he couldn't capitalize on his Called By, and he couldn't destroy my Fossil Dino. So unfortunately for him, it survived, got flipped into defense, and now it's the beginning of the end. There really isn't much you could do here. If he has backward destruction, he has an out, but I have defense here. I have my Solemn Judgment, so if he even tries, even thinks about destroying my back row, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. But like I said, there isn't really much you could do at this point, so I'm just gonna go ahead and speed up this duel now, because it's pretty much just me. It's pretty much just us ending our turns. You know, him miserable because he can't He can't find a way out of this. He just has to sit there and suffer, end his turn, and watch the clock tick away. Just watch the counter go up and up all the way to 20 until his inevitable demise. Turn 14. We got another turn change. My turn. You already know what I'm gonna do. Pay that 100 and my turn. Time it goes up to 15. We got 5 more turns to go. Yeah, this guy accepted defeat a lot quicker than the other two did. Like this guy, once he saw the comp, he was like, yeah, that's it, GG, it's over. Turn number 18, and just to ensure victory, I am going to flip my Inspector Border here, locking him out of Monster Fest as well. My turn ends, and just to ensure victory, flip Waboku. He ends his turn, and just like that, but due to the final countdown's effect. You'll love to see it. And I got one more for you. One more for you. Oh man, so satisfying. I love using this deck. It's just so fun, you know. Just strategizing, trying to find the right combo or whatever to make it so your opponent just has no hope. And I don't know, it's something I find so satisfying of just watching my opponent lose all hope and just ending their turn over and over every single time. All the way until the timer just goes to 20. Oh, it's just something so satisfying about it. But yeah, Duel opens up here. I open up, decent opening hand, play Pot of Extravagance, draw 2 cards, play Phosphidina and 3 face down traps. Unfortunately, my Pot of Extravagance gave me 2 upstarts, which I couldn't use because of Pot of Extravagance's drawback. Fortunately for me, however, this guy is using a pendulum deck, and from the looks of it, he has nothing but high-level pendulum monsters. Alright, so right here, I don't know what he was thinking. Honestly, I think he was just trying to be petty, because I played Fossil Dyna and locked him out of his whole deck, basically. So, he used Solemn Judgment on an upstart goblin, I guess, you know, to try and get me to end my turn. But little did he know, I had another one. Yeah, he just wastes half his life points right there. I give him 1,000 back and draw a card. Happens to be another Fossil Dyna, so I play it. As I was saying, yeah, from the looks of how this duel went, I'm assuming it was nothing but high-level pendulum monsters. So, he didn't really have any outs in his deck. Once I played Fossil Dyna, that was it. It was over. I didn't even need to play Inspector Border. I mean, I did eventually, but I didn't even need to because Fossil Dyna just ruined his entire deck single-handedly. I don't know what he was planning with this, but like the whole duel, he was just changing one of my Fossil Dinos to the Dragon type for whatever reason. I think he was trying to like, you know, get something out of his hand with that's a Dragon type or something. That can be summoned as long as your opponent has a Dragon type. But he wasn't able to do it because, you know, Fossil Dyna's effect, you can't special summon, and that would end up being a special summon. So here, he activates Pendulum Switch, which basically he was trying to save his Pendulum monster by special summoning it, but again, Fossil Dyna is like, no. And I end up destroying his entire back row anyways. There's 2 more Pendulums, still can't do nothing about it. At this point, he's just stalling. He's going through every single phase to try to prolong every turn. So this duel actually ended up being very long. Because once I played Fossil Dyna, is like the petty switch in this person just activated and just went to the high setting. It's like he was just doing everything he could to try to prolong the duel and I guess try to get me to surrender. And I'm just like, my dude, I play Final Countdown. I'm the wrong person to try to stall out. I have the patience of gods. I do 20 turn duels every day, bro. I don't have a duel any shorter than 20 turns with this deck. So I'm the wrong person to try to stall out. But yeah, as I mentioned there, he's just going through every single phase, doing absolutely nothing. Goes from his main phase to his battle phase to his main phase number 2, and then finally ends his turn. I don't know why he ended up playing Swords of Reveal. Like, I don't think he just gave up hope at that point. He was like, yeah, there's nothing I can do. I have no out in this deck. Random bullshit go, you know? But yeah, ends his turn. Turn number 18. The clock's at 18. Let's go. I'm gonna end my turn here, discard the Draw of Fate, and then turn number 19. You all know what's coming next. Gotta secure that win. Flip wobble cool. Love to see it. Goes through all his phases, and the clock hits 20. GG no re. One due to final countdown's effect. My favorite message. But yeah, that's all. That's all. I just wanted to show y'all my final countdown deck. Show y'all, you know, what I was doing today in Master Duel. Yeah, pretty fun deck. At the beginning of the video, I showed y'all the deck list, so y'all who are interested in building it or whatever, trying it out. It's a pretty fun deck. You got a lot of funny ones with it, a lot of funny reactions. So if you're interested, yeah, go ahead. But you know, that's about it. See you on the next one. Bye.